Hi, this is Simon Leung back with Groove at any time, where we can be on at any time, on any day, and talking about just about anything. And so today we have another really cool announcement for you. So if you are joining us live, or even if you might be joining us on the replay, it really actually doesn't matter. Let us know where you're from, which country, which city, as well as the time that you are joining us, because we truly are a global community. And quite literally every day, we are welcoming hundreds of brand new members into our community. So especially if you are joining us for the very first time, it is very important that we get to know you, you get to know us, and this is really a great community for us to start interacting with one another. All right, so as you know, or at least you should know, especially if you've been watching Groove at any time, this week we announced a couple of things, and especially one thing that is really important is that you should actually know right now that a limited time promotion is actually going on. So if you want to become a Groove partner, if you want to interact with us, if you want to not only earn your regular commissions when you are making your affiliate sales, but for the next about 10 days only, you will also be able to qualify for additional bonus prizes such as an Amazon gift card, or perhaps the Amazon Fire Stick, or even an Apple Watch, and yes, even maybe all of them. Okay, make sure that you watch our previous 2 episodes of Groove at any time. If you are on YouTube watching us, it's right there. If you are on Facebook, it's also right there. If you're on Twitch, it's also right there. Check out some of our previous 2 episodes to learn more about it. Or if you just want, let's just say, a shortcut. All right, go ahead and go to this link that you see on the page right now, which is grooveover.to/anytime, and you will be able to see not only the last 2 episodes, but actually the last several episodes as well, because that is our official playlist for Groove at any time. So definitely check that out right there. But in order for you to keep up to date for all future announcements as soon as they happen, of course, you want to be the first to know about them when we announce them right here on Groove at any time. So make sure that, once again, if you are on YouTube, subscribe. If you are on Facebook, on one of our pages, make sure that you like our pages. If you're in our groups, follow, turn on those notifications, and that just goes across all of the other social media accounts as well. Turn on those notifications so that you are able to get notified anytime any brand new content, and especially when we are on right here at Groove at any time live for us to engage, interact, and everything else. And especially if you are on YouTube, if you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe to that channel, because there are a whole bunch of additional exclusive content that is uploaded only on YouTube, including several different tutorials. As I just checked and saw, of course, you can go there and see them yourself. It is absolutely amazing. We have a lot of brand new changes going on in the software, in the tools, in the community itself. And so we have some brand new training for you. Make sure that you watch those tutorial videos to learn all about all these updates. All right. And so, of course, as you should also already know, especially during these live sessions, we definitely have this opportunity, for example, here today, for us to interact, engage, and get to know one another. I believe this is absolutely one of the best, if not the best, number one benefit of being a part of our community, and that is the ability for us to get to know each other. As they say, your network is your net worth. Do you agree? If you agree, type in the word agree. And as Tuan says, one of our fellow Groovesters, right? It's not just who you know, it's also who knows you. And right here within the Groove community, we have plenty of people that definitely you should get to know, and vice versa as well. So take advantage of all these different opportunities. Say hi to one another, engage, leave comments, because even if you're not live, even if you're watching on the replay or anything else, you will see that many people also watch the replay, they read the comments, they start interacting, and they get to know you. And it's just a really great way for all of us to build our networks as well. Plus, when you are on live with us, we have every so often a whole bunch of time-sensitive announcements. For example, right here at Groove at Any Time, we pretty much specialize on all the different time-sensitive stuff. So anything that has to do with limited time only promotions, we did have a few of those. In fact, we had a few of those just in the last several weeks alone on not only the Groove magazine launch, but also things like, I don't know, of course, the Fast Start Marketing Lab. And we actually had time-sensitive promotions for different limited time promos when the relaunch reopened a couple of times. So all those things you hear first, and you get the training first and all the details that you need right here at Groove at Any Time. So that includes, of course, today's big announcement. What is that big announcement? Well, if you've been around in the Groove community for a while, you may have noticed that once, maybe every 2 or 3 months, on average once a quarter, sometimes a little bit more often, we have what we call the State of the Groovion, okay? And during the State of the Groovion, that is when our CEO and co-founder, Mr. Mike Filsaime, every few months, he would share some important updates with all of us. For example, the last time that we had it, which was probably a few days before the end of the year in 2020, Mr. Mike, he came on for a couple of hours and he addressed the Groovnation, right? And he shared with us all the news of all the things that are happening in 2021, the rebranding of Groove, the new promotions, the upcoming plans, lots of different important company updates about the software, training, and others. Well, guess what? Now we're already a couple of months into the new year, aren't we? So I'm sure you would agree we are overdue for yet another Groovion, and we're very excited to say that in about 25.5 hours from now, if you're watching us live, as you can see, I am coming to you from the future. It is Thursday, it's Friday, February 19th at 12:38 p.m. right now in the afternoon. At about 3 a.m. my time the next day, we are going to have the first State of the Groovion of 2021. Yes, we are going to have that in about 25.5 hours from now, which, if you want to do the math, you want to do your own conversion, it's going to be on it's going to be on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, EST. So wherever it is that you might be, of course, make sure that you're on live. Usually, I am on live as well, even though it's 3 a.m. for me. I know how important all these State of the Groovion sessions are. We always get a whole bunch of brand new surprises and everything else. So it's going to be very, very cool if you want to join us for that. And just so that you know, today, or actually, yeah, in about 25.5 hours from now. So technically still today, because I wouldn't have gone to bed yet, but it's actually tomorrow for most, if not all of us. The next one, Mr. Mike will be joined by the co-founder of Groove Digital, which is, of course, Mr. John Cornetta. And the two of them inside of the studio are going to be addressing some additional cool things that you are not going to want to miss. For example, how the plans are going, all the things that we talked about last year. Are they up to par? Are they according to plan? All the updates so far, as well as additional, as I mentioned, cool things that you absolutely are not going to want to miss. So really quickly, I want to show you my screen on what you should actually be seeing in just a very short amount of time, especially if you are following us on Facebook, which I recommended that you do. One of our pages is of course, Groove Funnels, something that you should definitely like and follow and turn on those notifications. As you can see yesterday, this is by no means not a brand new announcement whatsoever. However, what we do notice is that not everybody is following our pages. Not everybody is up to date or liking our content, which means that maybe, just maybe, you would have missed some of these announcements. As you can see, yesterday at 9:11 a.m. my time, which is about 25 hours ago, coincidentally around that time, okay, you can see that a brand new post had already been published making this announcement. So if you didn't know, now you know. Join us for the first State of the Groovion of 2021, hosted by Mike Filsaime and John Cornetta inside of the Groove Studio for the very first time. This is your chance to get your first sneak peek into new features, what's next, announcements that we've successfully kept a secret, which is really hard to do, especially with all these different types of announcements. There are mouths and ears everywhere, especially on Groove at any time. This wouldn't be the first time that I let the cat out of the bag a little bit too early. And so hopefully I didn't make that mistake again. But of course, with everything in between, you should know that this is going to be a very, very exciting session. So please join us for the first State of the Groovion in 2021. Where is it going to be? Well, we are a global community, right? So it's going to be on a live webinar in your own home, at your desk, or on your phone, quite literally anywhere that you want. When is it going to be? Friday, February 19th at 2 p.m. EST / 11 a.m. Actually, this should be 11 p.m. No, actually, this is right. 2 p.m. EST, 11 a.m. PST. 2 p.m. EST, 11 a.m. PST, Pacific Standard Time. And I'm always getting the AM and PM mixed up because I'm about 13 hours ahead of EST. So it will be at 3 a.m. my time for all of you who are around here in Southeast Asia or in Australia or anywhere else. How can you actually join us? Well, to minimize confusion, forget about me, forget all the rambling that I have. Go directly to reserve your spots at groovedigital.com/presents. Again, that's groovedigital.com/presents. Go here directly and see that once you have registered, everything will be converted into your own time zone so that you wouldn't get confused, just like I did, and I oftentimes do over and over again. Thank you for believing in our vision. We can't wait to share what's next in 2021 with you. And yes, it never disappoints. It's always going to be super, super exciting. And as you scroll down, you will see the super awesome graphic that has been created for our promotion for this particular State of the Groovion. Join us for the first 2021 State of the Groovion, featuring, of course, Mr. Mike and Mr. John. You are absolutely not going to want to miss this. All right, so do us a favor. If you haven't already, go to groovedigital.com/presents. Again, that's groovedigital.com/presents, and you should be greeted by a page that looks something like this. Click over here to reserve your seat, secure your spot, and we will see you live right there on the State of the Groovion. Okay, and so as we mentioned, of course, time and time again, plenty of benefits for joining us live right here on Groove at any time, including but not limited to us greeting you and having the ability for us to meet you live in person, have your comments get featured right here on the actual stream itself. And so one of the benefits, of course, is for all of us to get to know you. We can see your name, we can see your face, but we're not able to do that unless you're actually able to get StreamYard to see you. So we have a Facebook user saying hello. And just so that you know, of course, if you're joining us for the first time and you haven't yet, StreamYard needs to actually authorize you and Facebook together so that we can actually see who you are. So if you haven't already, please go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Again, that's StreamYard.com/Facebook so that we can actually address you by your name. We can see you and your amazing profile picture with your cool smiling face rather than Facebook user. Okay, so go ahead, Facebook user, Mr. or Miss or Mrs. Facebook user, please go ahead and do that. And if for whatever reason the authorization doesn't work for you, the next time that you leave a message, leave a comment, put your name in parentheses. All right, so at least we know who is actually addressing us. But regardless, Facebook user, hello to you as well. Thank you very much for joining us right here at Groove at any time. We got Ola Kelly saying hello from Charlotte, North Carolina, 11:33 p.m. EST. At least it was 11:33 p.m. EST about 13 minutes ago when this message was actually sent. Hello, good evening to you, Ola. Good to see you. We got Colin who is saying hello. Good to see you as well. And then we have another Facebook user with a little wave back. Hopefully the next time that you leave a comment, we will get to see who you are. We'll get to see your name as well. George is saying hello. You keep popping up at the weirdest times. Love it, LOL. That's why we call this Groove at any time. Yes, we came on at about 12:30 p.m. in the afternoon, for me at least. Here today, yesterday, I was on at about 6:30 a.m. my time. So yes, we quite literally could be on at any time, and some of those times can be considered weird as well, depending on where you are. So George is saying agree, Colin is saying agree. As always, I have completely forgotten my question of whatever it was that I asked, but I'm sure it was something cool, and I'm glad that all of you agree with me as well. Tim is saying happy to hear at the start of my affiliate journey. Happy to be here at the start of my affiliate journey. So happy to have you here as well, and happy to have you hearing us also. We got Coach Ryan saying greetings from, I believe, in Canada, right? We got Willie Crawford. We gave you a shout out yesterday. Obviously, do another shout out, one of the veterans in internet marketing. See you guys tomorrow. I will be there. I will be in the background, just like you, tuning in, just like you and everybody else, watching and seeing all the cool updates from Mike and John. So it's going to be very, very exciting, even though it's going to be at 3 a.m. my time, which it usually is. The last time it lasted until about 6 a.m. my time. And yes, we stayed up until the end of it. So for all of us who are saying, hey, why don't you come on at hours that are more friendly to me? Why don't we have shorter trainings or whatever else? Well, guess what? If you want it, you'll find a way. If you don't want it, you will find an excuse. And for all of us here, let's not make any more excuses. Let's make that commitment regardless of what time it's gonna be on, regardless of how long it's gonna be on. Make that commitment, and then you will get to meet really cool veterans like Willie Crawford himself, meet other superstar gurus, the real gurus, not the fake gurus that are going on all the while, everywhere. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who have been around for even longer than I have, and I started full-time in internet entrepreneurship all the way back in 2006. And at one of the first seminars that I was attending, Mr. Willie Crawford was already a speaker. So that's the kind of caliber of the people that you will meet in this community. Make sure you get to know people like Mr. Willie Crawford. We got Marge saying hello, just found out about the contest. Very cool. It's never too late. However, we only have about 10 days left. So do me a favor, go back and watch those trainings, watch those previous 2 sessions from the last 2 previous days, because we tell you all about this contest directly inside of those sessions. We got Felipe Martinez registered for tomorrow. Awesome. We will see you tomorrow. Richard is saying hello to all. Marge is saying hello in North Carolina. George Cohen is saying, and it's 11:48 p.m. here in Maryland, USA. A very good evening to you. We got Madeline. Hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly or didn't butcher it too badly, at least. And hello, 6:48 a.m. You wake up very early from Cape Town, South Africa. A very good early morning to you. Hopefully you're having a great day, and you are going to have a great day as well. A follow-up message. Currently 6:50 a.m. here in Cape Town, South Africa. And then we have George asking, why do you keep retracting your messages? I don't know. Maybe she had a typo or one or two. It doesn't really matter. Everybody has the capability and the freedom to do whatever it is that they want to do, right? So with that, a huge thank you to all of you for joining us right here at Groove at any time. Of course, as a quick reminder, make sure that you go to groovedigital.com/register so that you can mark it down on your calendar, in your schedule, register if you haven't already, and join us live at the actual State of the Groovion. It's going to be something that you will not want to miss, and it's going to set the pave for the next 2 to 3 months ahead. You're going to want to make sure that you're here for every single moment of it. And of course, there's always live Q&As as well. So if you have burning questions, you want some things that are answered directly by Mr. Mike as well as John themselves, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to get their attention and all those great things. Get your questions answered, get everything that you want addressed right there live on the State of the Groovion, and be the first to know any of the new amazing, exciting announcements that are coming up. All right, so for me, it's already Friday. This is probably going to be the last time that I will be on here on Groove at any time for the week. However, things move very fast. Things can happen at any time. So don't be surprised if I come on within the next few days at some point in time for some bonus announcements as well. All right, so with that, I want to thank you for joining us. If you're just coming in on live, make sure that you rewind and watch this entire replay, which will be available the moment that we go off the air. All right, so with everything else, I want to thank you for being here with us today. Make sure that you take action on everything that we just mentioned. Very, very soon, very, very quickly. Let us know if you have any additional questions. And as always, I will see you on the inside. You gotta get into the groove.